नमस्कार फ्रेंड्स, मैं स्वागत करता हूं हमारे यूनियन मिनिस्टर फॉर फाइनेंस एंड कॉरपोरेट अफेयर श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण जी, यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट श्री अनुराग ठाकुर जी, फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर अजय भूषण पांडे जी। आज जैसे आप सबको मालूम है 42nd मीटिंग ऑफ जीएसटी काउंसिल का यहाँ पे मीटिंग हुआ है। मैडम पहले उसके बारे में आपको ब्रीफ करेंगी और उसका डिटेल्स फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी साहब हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे। मैम, कैन यू प्लीज स्टार्ट?
Thank you. First, apologies for having made you all wait. But the council just ended now, so I've come from there straight. Several decisions were taken today, two of which I will say even as we start. First of all, I must thank all the members. It was a very long, drawn meeting. It started at 11. Although we had an hour's break for lunch, it continued post-lunch till now. Two announcements that I made there are worth repeating. This year, till now, whatever has been collected under the compensation cess, which totals approximately to about 20,000 crores, will get disbursed tonight to all the states. This year's compensation cess collected amounting to 20,000 crores will be distributed late night today. So there wouldn't be anything kept behind. The entire amount will be disbursed. The second is, you are aware that a long pending issue of IGST has been festering us for a very long time. It's been lingering, waiting to get resolved. It was actually something like 65,000, which, as a quick resolution at that time, was divided into two halves, and about 80,000 was given away to the states because at that time there was no formula based on which the IGST could be divided. Post that, I think a formulation was arrived so that instantly IGST gets devolved and continues to get devolved. But till before that formulation was arrived at, this 1,60,000 had accumulated, and at one point in time it was decided that it should be divided into two halves and shared among the states. As a result, it created several anomalies. States which shouldn't be receiving a certain amount received that much, states which had to receive more didn't receive more, and states which had to receive less received more. As a result, even the following year's calculations all got distorted. And since the time after 2019 when this government was formed, I had spent considerable time with the entire Department of Revenue to look at ways in which this can be resolved. A call was taken that this has to be corrected. And then the formulation with which, even if the money was devolved to the states which had to get the money, which had got earlier, far lesser than what they should have got, difficulty arose about how to get the money back from states which had received more. So on that, we wanted to have a way in which that can be solved without burdening the states today, because at this time, states need more money. To ask them, however, rightly, for some payment which was done to them earlier, which they didn't have to get, at this time would have meant a burden on the states. So we didn't intend to take the money back. However, because it's public money, there had to be some kind of a formulation through which, if not now, sometime they can repay. So a committee under the chairmanship of the of the Bihar minister, Sushil Modi ji, was formed. They worked out the ways in which it can be done. So for now, 24,000 crores, which has to actually go to those states which received less, will be given to them. Thereby, those states which received less would actually get what they should have got, at least now, and therefore the account gets closed in their regard. But for those states which had received more, who shouldn't have received that, we are now asking them to pay back that surplus amount. Now, they would be gradually retrieved from the states. So, an amount of 24,000 crores, which is the IGST due, which has to be paid to many of the states which had received less earlier, will be done in the middle or by the end of the next week. And why is that so? Because the secretary expenditure who actually has to do all these is on leave. The moment he comes, he will attend to that. But the decision to disburse that amount has been taken. The rest of the decisions will be explained by the finance secretary, post which, of course, if you have questions, I can answer. Thank you.
The other important decisions which the council took was that from 1st of January onwards, the taxpayers which fall into the smaller category, that is those whose annual turnover is less than 5 crores, they will not be required to file monthly returns. Monthly returns, that is the GSTR 3B as well as the GSTR 1, they will not be required to file monthly returns. They will file only the quarterly returns. But because the states also need money, the taxes every month, so what we have come out with a proposal is that even though the returns will be filed quarterly, actually the payment through a challan, and challan will be very, very simple, and that payment can be made through the challan every month. In order that this payment of challan does not require a very, very detailed calculation and examination of books of accounts and taking any professional help, what we have said is that as long as the taxpayer pays 35% of the tax paid in the previous quarter for the 2 months, then that should be fine, and only in the 3rd month he should pay the actual tax which accrues in that quarter. So this is going to give a very, very major relief, particularly to the smaller taxpayers. You know, a taxpayer at the moment is supposed to file 12 monthly returns of the GSTR 3B, 12 monthly returns of GSTR 1, so total 24 returns. Now by this decision, from 1st of January onwards, they will be required to file only 8 returns. So from 24 returns, the compliance burden will come down to 8 returns. So this is what has been done. Then also the decision that this continuous filing of the GSTR 1, because some smaller taxpayers, they are making supply to the bigger taxpayers. And then the bigger taxpayers used to force them to file the returns monthly. So in this particular case, they will not be required to file monthly returns. They can only upload their invoices. So that facility also has been provided. Then in order to help the taxpayer to calculate their input tax credit, for that GSTR 2B has been provided, and that GSTR 2B will actually give a complete idea as to how much is the input tax credit one is entitled to, and that they can use it to do this. Then also a decision has been taken, because we want that HSN code is very, very important, because that actually gives us the ability to track that which sector, which material is making how much sale, and that is also good for the invoice matching as well as for the statistics purpose. So what has been decided today is that particularly the taxpayers whose turnovers are more than 5 crores, from 1st April 2021, they will have to mention compulsorily the HSN code up to 6 digits. And those whose turnover is less than 5 crores, for their B2B supplies, they will have to mention the HSN code up to 4 digits. And however, on certain notified class of supplies, that is the notified class of the goods, the government can also notify, because there are certain items where the government feels that these things need to be tracked more closely, and we also need statistics for that purpose. So in those classes, we can have 8 digits. Then also, another important decision that has been taken is that the refund, because there were certain, during the investigation, we observed that certain companies take refund and then thereafter they just disappear. So in order to check that kind of tendencies, what has been decided is that the refunds will be given from 1st January 2020 onwards only to those bank accounts which are validated with PAN and also Aadhaar. So this is, and then for somebody to file a refund application, in order to make the whole process very, very simple and easy, we have decided that, the GST Council has decided that the refund application can be signed through the Aadhaar authentication. The taxpayer will enter his Aadhaar number and OTP will come on his mobile, and once he enters that OTP, then the refund application can be signed. So basically, this will be a great convenience to the taxpayer. At the same time, this will also discourage those who wanted to misuse the system. Then we had also observed that there are a lot of startups in our country who are making those satellites. And the launching of those satellites, some of them were going to some other countries, foreign countries, to use their launch vehicle to put their satellite into the space. So in order to encourage the domestic launching of satellites by ISRO and Antariksh Corporation, what the GST Council has decided, that on that 18% of GST will be completely exempt. Yes, I think, Madam, major decisions are this.
Friends, now we can take questions from you. 13.
I'm Timsi Jaipuria from CNBC TV 18. On the compensation cess issue, noting that 2 options were given in the last council meeting, what we are given to understand by state FMs through their tweets, etc., is that no formal decision has been taken so far, and the council has decided to meet again on 12th October. Why was it that after such a long meeting, the issue could not be resolved? What are the sticking points here? And what do you think could be a final outcome?
You're right, the discussion happened throughout the day, and all states did participate. It is true that about 21 states had written clearly stating that they opt for option 1. To be fair to the council, it did take a decision that the cess will have to be extended beyond the 5 years for which originally it was mandated. So the fact that the borrowing has to happen, fact that the interest on the borrowing will be paid through the cess was well appreciated, and it was welcomed by all. That the proposal on the table to have the collect beyond 5 years. So that was cleared. After that was this question of some states not wanting option 1 and a state wanting to have an option 3, which they have written to the PM about, and that which was forwarded to us, and for which a reply would go. So the question was, well, it could be that 20 states would have chosen option 1, But there are some of us who have not chosen any. And from among those who have not chosen any, the argument was that it should be the center which borrows. So on this, there was a lot of discussion. And coming almost to the end of the day, it was felt that you can't really decide on the basis of the 20 who have written to you. We need to talk further. And therefore, and also I was sort of gently reminded that I can't take anybody for granted. I don't take anybody for granted. I said this there and I'm saying it here. And I've always been open for more and more talk, which is what I said there, and I'm saying it here too. And as a result, since there was a suggestion which came from Bihar's minister, Sushil Modi, that maybe the council, if at all it wants to talk further, although he also underlined the fact that states are in desperate need for money and those who have chosen should at least be allowed to go ahead. It can't be that it can be held back just because a few states are also not happy with the options. Those who have opted should be allowed to go ahead. Was also voiced by a few other states, if I remember correct, Karnataka, Goa, Assam, and so on. But then a senior member, Sushil Modi, suggesting that maybe you want to give one more day, couple of days later, 3, 4, 5 days later, he said, that we can meet again and if necessary, sort this out. And therefore, not choosing to give just 4 or 5 days, I gave clear 8 days and said we can meet on the 12th of October.
43.
Good evening, ma'am. Shashir here from Hindu Business Line. Ma'am, you said that the compensation cess applicability has been extended beyond 2022. So what is the time period for that? And the other thing is that, is there any plan to make change in the option 1 of the borrowing, that is 97,000 crore rupees?
I think some changes have been made already based on the inputs that have come from various states. And those changes which have been made to that were also announced in the council. Example, we had made a calculation that the protected revenues, if growing at 10%, would have meant the difference between the protected at 14% and calculated growth at 10%. That is the difference for which you had to give the compensation. On that, the recommendation from very many states was, why 10? Can you not bring it down? Thereby more money can reach the states. So we had, before the meeting itself, decided, based on the inputs which had come, that 10% based calculation will be brought down to 7% based calculation, which means not 97,000 crores, which was earlier mentioned as the money which is the gap which has to be borrowed rather than given from nothing that we have earned. Borrow it and pay it. Instead, now that 97,000 crores would go to 1,10,000 crores. So that was a change which we have made based on the suggestions which had come. So that was also said in the council. And then, in a way, we also probably spoke about the way in which the repayment schedules can happen, saying the interest on the borrowed amount would be the first charge on the cess which gets collected beyond the 5 years. Next charge would be, say, 50% towards the principal amount which gets borrowed, which is 1,10,000 crores. The original figure subject to correction was 235, right? 2,35,000 or 1,95,000, which will be the gap, total gap this year. Total gap meaning the gap which is hardwired in the Act, which is the protected versus the 10%, now that it is 7%, is one gap, which is the GST implementation gap. Obviously, when the GST law was being framed, nobody anticipated a COVID-like situation. So, a provision for this extraordinary kind of situation was not made in the Act. So, anything which is beyond that, 14% minus the 10%, was not envisioned in the GST constitutional amendment. Therefore, anything below that, 14% minus the 10%, which is now minus the 7%, anything beyond that, below that, is what we would call as the COVID affected gap. That gap will be paid out of the cess which gets collected after 5 years. Meaning, therefore, the cess that gets collected beyond the 5 years, the first charge will be on the interest payment for this 1,10,000 crore. Whatever is left over in that will be divided 50% towards this principal of 1,10,000 crore, which is getting borrowed. So, first charge will be on the interest. Second, 50% will go to paying of the principal amount, and the next 50% will be the payment towards the COVID affected compensation, which could have been otherwise paid had the collection been all right. So, instead of leaving the states without anything, because they are paying the interest, because they are paying the principal amount, which is 1,10,000, it was probably at the officers level discussed several times and decided that after the interest goes, whatever is left of the new compensation cess that gets collected, there should be a division between what gets paid for the principal that you borrow, and the rest should be towards this compensation, which we are not borrowing now, but which can be paid on a monthly basis from that collection. So that broadly was explained, so that the states will not be left without anything, like as though you go on a high and then you get dropped without anything coming back to you. You drop off the cliff. That won't happen. You will get something gradually for the monies which this year you don't seem to collect. The time frame will be worked out by the officer. That wasn't mentioned there.
21.
Ma'am, this is Deepshikha from ET. Ma'am, I just wanted to understand, the meeting has been postponed, but the issue as such remains on the table. So, do you...
What is the issue that remains on the table?
The compensation cess issue, the reservations of the opposition ruled states, the 10 states. So, do you foresee a change in their stance by 12th of October? Or is Centre willing to offer something more, put something more on the table on October 12th to bring them on board?
See, as things stand now, the way in which the borrowing is getting resolved is, this is beyond the 5% that you are allowed to borrow as it is that has been offered to the states. 3 plus 0.5 plus 1, which is actually into 4 quarters of performance related, and the last 0.5. Even for a minute, if the last 0.5 is not tied to the performance, it means 3 plus 1 already given. But that 1 which is there based on performance makes it 5, right? What we have already said is this borrowing, which is going to happen in the name of the states, shall not be from that 5. It will be beyond. 1. Second, we've also assured that in the Finance Commission's assessment about the state and their, GSDP and their borrowing versus their GSDP, this borrowing shall not be taken into consideration, which means this borrowing shall not adversely affect the states from the view of or in the eyes of the Finance Commission. Even that has been said. That's a second. Third, we are also saying that neither the interest nor the principal need to be paid from any of the state's own resources, any other resources. The cess is going to take care of it. So it's not going to be a burden on the states at all. The states are not going to be paid or not going to be paying for the loan that they are borrowing, nor are they going to pay the interest for it. And more importantly, the entire compensation is going to be paid back to the states. We may have differentiated between COVID-related, the GST-related, into two halves, right? That which is GST, that which compensation which has got to be paid because of the GST implementation, as opposed to the compensation that has got to be paid because of the COVID. We have divided that way. Both are getting paid to the states. One through immediate borrowing, for which the interest and returning of the principal amount are all being done through the cess. The other, which is at the end of the 5th year onwards, you get that money directly into the states from the cess which is getting collected. So completely the compensation shortfall that has arisen this year due to GST implementation or due to the COVID will all be given to the states. So this is where we have laid it all on the table.
9.
Madam, since you said, and you've given that perspective, some of the states, the opposition states say it's not a question of, majority. It's a question of law. How do you respond to that? Because something that was promised for them is not being given. So that is their viewpoint about it. And they said this is not about a majority, that 20 states versus 10 of them. And I know that you have been trying to build a consensus. So how are you going to take it forward from here?
Sunil, I need to, first of all, I don't know if you're repeating the words of anybody or you're saying it yourself. It is not a question of the compensation, or it's not a question of the number of states, but it's a question of law. You said it, right? What is the question of law here? What's the question of law here? We have not denied compensation which is due to the states. Have I? Have I? I've explained it here, that the compensation arising out of the GST implementation, which goes on a formula, it's not my imagination. It goes on a formula, and I've explained the formula too to you. That gets borrowed and it is given to the states. Nobody anticipated COVID. The lawmakers did not anticipate, the GST Council did not anticipate, usse pehle the Empowerment Committee did not anticipate. And it's not as if the center is sitting over money which is to be given to the states and we are denying them. After all, everything has to be borrowed. So the question of law that you're talking about, I want to ask you, what is the question of law? Have I denied any compensation? And if 21 states have written to me, should I not even say it? And by saying it, am I pushing anybody to do anything? No. But yet, 21 states have written it. Do I put it on record or not? So I can't be told you shouldn't even mention, because that gives a feeling that the majority is deciding. No, even that will be unfair to the states which have already come forward to say, get us the money. I need it. So that is actually required of me to say it. So I can't be told both the ways, this as well as that. I don't say it, you would say, oh my God, we've opted and you have not said it. And I say it, I'm being told, sorry, you can't be telling that you have the majority. And if indeed that was the route, it's not me, even today in the council. Division didn't come from me. The call for division even today, and Sunil Prabhu, you normally are the one who asks me, and I do remember the previous time too, how did you get pushed towards a division? The last time the division happened in my tenure. Even then and even now, it's not me who's asked for division.
11.
One point I would like to mention here, that the question of law, the law requires that the compensation be paid. And if you see the first item which has been announced here by Honorable Finance Minister and which was decided by the GST Council, that the levy of compensation has been extended beyond 2022, so that the whatever is the compensation gap which remains till June 2022 is paid. So that arrangement has already been made. So the question of law that the compensation has to be paid, that has already been met here.
मैम मैं मोनिका जी मीडिया से मैम क्या नॉन अल्कोहल बेस्ड सैनिटाइज़र पर रेट बढ़ाने के लिए आज कोई चर्चा हुई? साथ ही रेवेन्यू कलेक्शन को बढ़ाने के लिए क्या दूसरे जो टैक्स मेजर्स हैं उस पर आज कोई विचार विमर्श हुआ?
नहीं, वो नॉन अल्कोहल बेस्ड सैनिटाइजर का विषय हाँ चर्चा हुई, मगर उसमें कुछ निर्णय नहीं लिया। मतलब 18% में कंटिन्यू करने के ही, अल्कोहल हो ना नॉन अल्कोहल हो, उसको प्रूव करना, कंटेंट को प्रूव करना बहुत दिक्कत वाले काम होगा, इसीलिए काउंसिल ने ये तय किया कि विल गो हेड विद इट।
मैम साथ ही
I think, Monica, there's many people. Second last question, number 10.
Ma'am, Meghna Mittal from Newsrise. You said the IGST JOM they have suggested that 24,000 crore needs to be given to the states. Have they also suggested how much amount needs to be reversed from the states which has been given in excess of IGST?
No, that is very clear, because as per our formulation, which state has to be given and from which state the money has to be taken back are all already available. It was the committee had to go through it and understand who owes back to the consolidated fund and who has to be given, who had not been given. The committee had to go through that. The formulation was available. That had to be verified and cross-checked by the committee, which it has done, and it's come back.
So how much is the quantum I was asking, and have they suggested?
Quantum is 24,000 crores which have to go to the states which didn't receive the amount that they had to receive earlier but received lesser.
Ma'am, which have received in
Please,
excess and has
next
to be
question,
reversed.
Sorry?
No.
Ma'am, which have received in excess and has to be reversed.
You can be given a list completely. I don't
Last
want
question,
to read it
number
out here,
6.
but yes, they're all available.
Yes,
The
okay.
figures are available.
13. No, it's already over. That's the last question, 54.
मैम मैं शैलेश हूँ A9 न्यूज़ एजेंसी से। मैम जैसे आपने बोला कि 21 स्टेट जो हैं ऑप्शन 1 को ऑप्ट करा हुआ है और बाकी के 10 स्टेट जो हैं बोल रहे हैं सेंटर बोरोइंग करे और उसको स्टेट्स को दें। अगर जो 21 स्टेट ऑप्शन 1 ऑप्ट करा है और ये अड़े रहते हैं, तो क्या इन 10 स्टेट्स को सफ़र करना पड़ेगा?
नहीं, ये एक विषय मैं ज़रूर आपके सामने रखना चाह रही हूँ, और मैं ये भी बहुत विनम्रता से कहना चाह रही हूँ कि कहीं पिछले हफ्ते शायद गलती से ये भी लिखा गया कि जो स्टेट्स ऑप्ट नहीं किया उनको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। वो गलत है, बिल्कुल गलत है। सो प्लीज लेट्स बी क्लियर, ऑप्ट करने वाला दे दिया, मगर वो भी अभी 12 तारीख चर्चा में आएगा कि अगर 20 states have given the option, which was also discussed today. We'll continue the discussion and see what has to be done. Nobody is going to be denied their compensation, right? Nobody is going to be denied the compensation which has arisen out of implementation of GST, and also the compensation which arises out of the COVID impact. Borrowing has to be done. The decision is whether you want to borrow this much or that much, and also if the option has been given by states, some of them, 20 of them, how do we handle that? And how are the others going to decide, think, what do they want to do? But what the center is offering is already, I have explained it to you.
Thank you very much.
Subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button. Click the bell button and enjoy the latest uploads from our channel.